and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know, 2-3 last week, so why am I smiling? Because Daddy's got viewer mail. Nothing grinds my gears this week. Listen to this, sweetie. It's my intro, written by Houdonelt, one of my followers. Hello and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know, 2-2 last week, 6-20-2 on the year, but don't worry, Daddy's got some winners for you this week. But first, you know what really grinds my gears? Geno's Picks. Every week I make videos joking about random homerism and blabbing about countless amounts of losers for my viewers. If I keep this up, they're going to slingshot my ass wrapped in a bow tie back to Italy. And now, this week's picks. Houdonelt, keep them coming. Busy Chris. Lakers gay. All you guys got more than you. We're going to make some money this week. Let's get to it. My first pick, the Ravens are giving 7 to the Broncos in Baltimore. How are the Broncos 2-2? They stink. They have no running game. And last week, against the Titans, who are a good team, the Broncos managed to complete 35 passes. Kyle Orton, do you think they're going to complete 35 passes against the Ravens? 25? 15? Maybe. They're not going to do well, and the Ravens are going to beat the crap out of them because the Ravens know to treat the Broncos offense like the other 4 teams haven't, like a fat kid at a salad bar. Stop letting the fuckers pass on everything. Punch them in the mouth once and make the fuckers run. And they can't run. And the Broncos will lose, and the Ravens will cover. Take the Ravens, lay the 7. My next pick, the Chargers are giving 6.5, it'll be 7 by game time, to the Raiders in Oakland. Look, I'd like to sit here and tell you that the Chargers are a motivated team behind Norv Turner, but they're not. They're motivated by their egos, and they sit around every week going, this is bullshit. How are we 1-2, blah, blah, blah. And that's why they beat the crap out of the Cardinals. But the real stat here is the Raiders' defense. It's not good. 31st against the run, allowing 167 yards on average a week, and 3rd against the pass. But you know why? Because the Raiders' defense is like that one girl we dated a long time ago that loved to give oral. If they're begging you to pound it down their throat, you don't really find the need to throw it at them that often. But on the few occasions you do throw them one, it's pretty easy to score. I love the Chargers here to beat up on the Raiders. Take the Chargers, lay the 6.5. My next pick, the Eagles are getting 3.5 from the winless 49ers in San Francisco on a Sunday night. I don't know what I'm missing, and I know I hate betting the friggin' Niners for them or against them because they're a crapshoot, but they stink. And here's what's really the problem, I think, in San Francisco. They fired Jimmy Ray, who was the offensive coordinator, and in his place, they hired the worst quarterback in football's quarterback coach, Mike Johnson. Do you realize that? The guy that's making Alex Smith so bad is now in charge of the entire offense. That's like sentencing a Catholic priest to house arrest at the Neverland Ranch. Instead of screwing one little kid's mind every Sunday, he gets to fuck with a bunch of young men all week. The results aren't going to be good. Don't think that the Niners weren't one of those teams that called the Eagles immediately and said, is Cobb available? I know he's a University of Houston Cougar, but think about this. Cobb is going to play better proving he can be a starter than Alex Smith is trying to prove he can still be a starter. Take the Eagles and the 3.5. Which brings me to my lock of the week. Yeah, it certainly isn't Cincy, the bastards. The Packers are giving 2.5 to the Redskins in Washington. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, obviously, because I think the Redskins stink and the Packers are great. Yes, they both played in close games Sunday, but they were both closer than they appeared. The Packers put it on autopilot against the Lions and won, and the Redskins won because the Eagles were so fucking inept. Let me tell you, the Redskins' offense is a lot like Lindsay Lohan. Anytime they get where they actually are supposed to be, it's because their defense dragged them there. And by their defense, I mean the Eagles' defense. They kept making stupid mistakes, and the Redskins didn't even score in the second half, people. Let me tell you something. When you're like that, when you're like the Redskins or Lindsay Lohan, when you do finally need to be someplace and somebody's defense doesn't help you, you're going to find yourself fucked and frightened. And that's what the Redskins will be. Take the pack, lay the 2.5. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday Night Better, as I like to call it, them whores ain't going to pay for themselves. Am I right? The New York Jets are laying 4 at home versus the Vikings. All right. So they've got Randy Moss now. So what? He's still going to be acclimating to the offense. So the Jets have Santonio Holmes now. So what? They're a running team. LT is a stud. Sean Green is spelling him, believe it or not. And the Jets are asking Mark Sanchez to pass the ball as often as the same Lindsay Lohan passes a drug test. On the other side of the ball, Brett Favre. He's got about as many remaining body parts left on him that were originally his as Heine Montag. You see what I mean? This game isn't going to be pretty. The Jets are going to pound the ball down the Vikings' throat like Brett Favre doing Vicodin in the 90s. Boom, boom, boom. Take the Jets, lay the 4. Those are Geno's picks.